Okay, today I'm going over the hill, 488, 100% U.S. defense on the last flag from the start of the round. So you come out of main, you place multiple fobs, and then you're going to connect positions of HMG and foxholes, which is the only super fob assets we do have available on this map, HMGs and foxholes. And you're going, also razor wire, you're going to create positions overwatching the river, barricading the river. Every player is going to defend. Tank is available at 20 minutes. It is a Zippo flame tank. We start with 2 M60 logistic trucks, tracked Vietnam trucks, 2 M60 Jeeps, 2 patrol boats, which has a total of 3 50 cals on it, 1 double 50 cal, and then a rear 50 cal, and then 2 M60s on the side of each boat, 2 transport trucks, and in total we get 6 HMGs on fob emplacements, plus 6 boat 50 cals total. That's the double plus the rear 50 cal on 2 boats, so 6 HMGs. Then 1 tank 50 cal. So that is a total of 13 50 cals, plus 8 M60s on the vehicle mounted between the 2 Jeeps, 2 logistics, and 2 patrol boats. And then that's 21 machine guns total, plus 4 AR kits. That is another M64. That is another M60s. 4 M60 kits plus 3 machine gun kits. That is 28 machine guns available, plus the tank's coax that has a flame main gun. So it's a lot of firepower. It's very fun. It's more fun than going out to attack. Defending is more fun than attacking because you're all coordinated and you're sending out basically, you know that scene in the movie Predator when Arnold Schwarzenegger is coming out with his squad and they're all firing into the jungle because the one guy saw the Predator after he got Blaine, when they're all firing, like the one dude's firing the minigun. So yeah, it's basically what we want to be doing because it's epic, it's fun, it's trolling the enemy with firepower, teamwork, maximum assets. So you're going to patrol and control the supply route out of main. The dotted line is the road of supply route, and so you're going to place mines from the combat engineer on the shallow parts of the river and also on the bridge. And yeah, you're going to prepare for the enemy tank to come. You're going to make sure that they can't cross any shallow parts. Maybe also get some mines back here if you can before the enemy comes. Enemy's going to have fobs back here in the jungle. This is all jungle, and this is a hill right here that they will come down, and there's going to be bushes on the face of it. Every bush gets lit up until you see something suspect, until you hear gunfire coming out of a sector. The DOD line is exactly like this. Take a look. So yeah, fobs on the DOD line, which means the enemy cannot come from behind your fob. They can only come from this way. And well, same to this, they can't cross the river except for right here because the DOD's blocking, and so they can only cross the river in front of you, and it's going to be really easy to prevent them when they're crossing the water. Someone's always got to be watching, and it's like majority of the guys. You drop fobs at 25%, 1 squad per fob. The squad leader runs a line of positions. 1 guy digs each thing, and then they're ready to fight before the enemy is even shown up to this side of the map. You let the enemy have all the other flags except your last one, and they will never get it because you are doing maximum defense. Nobody's going off, ooh, I will go behind them, and that's leaving defense outnumbered, outmanned, gaps in the defense, like stuff's happening like bad, and you got to deal with it instead of like, this is 100% security. 100% security. And that is what you want, how you want to play. Teamwork wise, it is not that long waiting for the enemy. You're just building the things that you're going to troll the enemy with. HMGs, 1 here, 2 watching the river here, another 1 here. HMGs can go every 200 meters, so this one is 200 meters from this one, so you can put this HMG next to this HMG. Same for this, so it's like they're overlapping, but though the fobs, the game just like, you know, doesn't exactly tell which fob is which HMG. So because they're slightly overlapping on the build radius. So it's constant suppression, constant sweeping, preventative fire, scanning aggressively, 28 machine guns available. the boats will sit right here, controlling the intersection, preventing the enemy boats, and they'll be firing up these hills, up these hills. There's a bridge in this area the enemy might cross, or whatever that they use for their vehicles. Firing into here, anywhere you can reach, anything that's in view of you, you can get shot from. So you're going to be suppressing and pre-firing, sweeping this way and then this way pretty dang quick, because if you spend too long this way, you could get shot from this way. So you could go this way a little bit, then this way a little bit, then back to this way. It's just buying you, suppression's just buying you some time. Of course, there'll be enemy in there who's like toughening up, like they're taking cover completely and they're reading it second to second as you're sweeping away from them. They'll try to peek with that RPG within that time frame, so you gotta be shooting where other people aren't shooting. You don't want to be both guns, both boats doing this side, one boat's doing this side, another boat's doing this side, and you're going up and down 1 bullet per square inch, because they are in the bushes. They're trying not to be seen. You will not always see your target, and you don't want them freely moving up on you just because you don't see them. So that means you're shooting until you see them. That is basic suppression tactics. Drawing fire and showing domination. You're gonna have other people supporting you here who will spot, and they will have different angles. So if the enemy's trying to stay out of angle of your boat as they're approaching behind bushes and through bushes, going prone and whatever, maybe one of these infantry guys in these foxholes or these HMGs will catch them. And so you're going to be having, aside from 28 machine guns, grenadier, you're going to have grenadiers, you're going to have 4 lats, a hat kit. I think we get hat kit, yeah, bazooka, super bazooka. And marksmen, 3 marksmen. So that's a lot of firepower, and then the tank comes out at 20 minutes. This is why we want this, because the tank, if we don't have this, then the enemy's going to be camping this right here. The exit for the tank is going to be camped, and we want this road secure so that way the tank can support without even peeking. It can just arc flame over into these areas, put up a cool, nice looking wall of flame. It's about suppression, not all about killing. But though, if you see some tracers coming up over the hills, like some guys getting shot at you as a tank, you're gonna arc over towards those tracers that are firing at these guys, or whatever the situation may be. Arc fire towards that. Fire is instant death. Fire is instant death. I wish they would change that to make it a slower death, where it's like the body catches fire in the game, and then they're running around until say if you want to jump in water, that could potentially be a way to save you, but though you're going to be at 50% health, of course. But in the situation where you don't want to jump in water here if you got burned by a tank over here, but that's not in the game yet. Please make it so, devs, please make it so we can have the napalm stick to the player when they touch it or when it hits them, and not be instant death. I want them to slow up to 60 seconds. 60 seconds at most to stop the burning, and give them some sprint time before it takes them all the way down. Give them a burn time of 30 to 60 seconds, unless they touch water or do enough proning or whatever. That would be really cool to see at nighttime in Project Reality. The napalm tank, the flamer tank, nighttime, sticking to an enemy player. Maybe even make the player have the death noise screams and stuff like that, so that way you get some audio feedback from when you do that. Sort of like how when the Russian yells "Bliat" when he gets grazed by a bullet or hit, like how the Russian players, not the players, but the model will yell "Bliat" when he gets hit. So yeah, that'd be pretty cool to have. This is the supply route flag that you're going to be defending. All these different C's that you're seeing, those are crates. Crate, 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 crate. Just lots of ammo everywhere. You're going to be throwing it into the jungle, just like that scene from the movie Predator, where they're using the minigun to sweep the jungle with all their other weapons. defend as hard as you attack. Let's change the way that we play teamwork wise. 100% defense, support each other. And then once we master this, then we can be more mobile and synchronized with in placing these for attacks. And then say we do the same thing at the next flag. Not the same round, but though just another day, another round. But though this is something fun to accomplish for a whole round, keeping it secure, not letting a single enemy get into our territory that we want to hold and block them off, and that is marked by the river here. Enemy has 3 sampan boats and 2 logistics trucks. I could have sworn, why is it not showing there? I'm looking at the asset list and that makes no sense. It's not showing there. APC, I could have sworn they had an APC on this map, but I don't know anymore. But anyways, come out of main. Simultaneous fobs, 25% status on the fob. Squad leader runs the line of assets, and lodges go back into main and run more supplies. As that's happening, 1 man per job, 1 man per asset, 1 man digs each thing, gets everything done at the same exact time instead of 1 asset done at a time. And then you're gonna scan, suppress the whole round. Probing fire, preventative fire. Probing fire is basically recon by fire, where you are shooting to draw fire, get the enemy to get a reaction, make the enemy think that you know that they are there, even though you don't know they're actually there behind the bushes. But though they are coming, that is their intention for your flag. They're coming for your flag. That's why 100% of players should defend, and so we're 100% secure on our line border, and lots of suppression, lots of 1 bullet per square inch suppression. Grazing fire aimed at the height of a man, which grazing fire is difficult to accomplish on a hillside face, like, because this is a hillside, so it's just the whole face of the hill where there's bushes needs to be shot until you see something in the open or peeking out of a bush, any sign of enemy. 28 machine guns. That's going to be a lot of firepower, plus the grenadiers, plus the lat kits, the 1 hat kit. Breachers have the shotgun, which is great for bushes across the river. Just think teamwork. 100% defense.